14th Annual Duarte's Friends Day. We're very pleased to have all of you here today. I'm Jim Duarte. I'm the co-founder with my wife Anita of Duarte Nursery. We started in 1989.
Hi, I'm Anita Duarte, co-founder with Jim, 1989. We've seen so many big changes in the nursery since we started with our one little greenhouse, and now we have lots of them. What excites me is to watch our sons, John and Jeff, take over the nursery and bring it to new heights with different technology and newer greenhouses, and that's what makes me happy to come to work every day.
My name is Jeff Duarte. I've been with the company since its beginning, and I'm the Director of Operations here at the nursery. One of the things I find so fulfilling about working with my family is my folks have been in agriculture and nursery for their entire lives, and their parents before them. With agriculture being such an economic driver for the part of the world we live in, it's really neat to see their experiences and their hard work culminate in a business like this that's becoming such a big part of California. Not only has our personnel and our workforce expanded over the years, but so has our facility. This facility we're on now is about 230 acres. 25 years ago it was 36 acres. Built around the home that my dad was born in. Originally this piece of land was a dairy, became a peach orchard, and then a vineyard, and a nursery. So it's been an ag for over 100 years in the Duarte family. It's really fulfilling also to see the team that we have here at Duarte Nursery just develop. Some of the main managers we've got here at the nursery started off here over 20 years ago. And just to see them grow and advance through the ranks here and into management, it's really fulfilling. And seeing their skills develop. Some of them have learned computer skills, management skills. Some of them have learned a new language to make themselves valuable for us here at the nursery. It's really neat to see people and work with people that are willing to make that kind of a commitment.
My name's Charlie Gonzalez. I'm the safety / production manager for Duarte Nursery. I've been working here since 1994, which has been a wonderful, great 18 years. I started working here at Duarte Nursery as my first job back in '94 when I got out of high school. This is my first job, my first paycheck. As I was working with Jeff Duarte, he was leading me into the area of agriculture. It was just really fascinating for me. Never thought I'd be into agriculture, but here I am 18 years later, and I'm loving it. What excites me about working here is coming to work every day and just loving what I do. Having the Duartes, the family asking me what my input is, asking me ideas, which really gets me really involved with the company. And I feel that them doing that makes me feel really part of the team, because that's what it is, one team, one family. My main tasks here at the nursery are doing on the safety end of it. I have to make sure that all 1,000 employees here are safe. They come to work with their 10 fingers and leave with their 10 fingers. My father, Frank Gonzalez, started working here back in 1992, and as he was getting towards the end of retirement, he was sort of showing me the ropes of safety, and just from there I learned it, and I had a passion for it as my father did. And then from there it just went on to learning from when the grape was grown from the field to the rootstock and scion, all the way down to the greenhouses to where the customer gets their plants in the field. It's wonderful to be part of that process.
My name is Javier Castellón. I am Director of Research here at Duarte Nursery, and I have been working here for about 11 years. I have a bachelor's degree in biochemistry. I also have a PhD degree in plant physiology, both from Texas A&M University. I've been working in the field of plant tissue culture for about 27 years now, and that includes about 9 years in an academic setting, about 5 years working for USDA's Agricultural Research Service, and about the last 13 years in the industry. My primary responsibility at the nursery is directing day-to-day operations for Dry Creek Laboratories, which is our micropropagation and research lab here at the nursery. I also oversee the acclimation greenhouse, and I provide input on various research projects throughout the nursery. Another really great thing about working at Duarte Nursery is just that we have so many people that are not only very hardworking but also very smart people, so it's always a great place to be interacting with all the employees.
My name is Dharam Sharma. I have been here since 2005 December, and my title is Group Lead New Crops, essentially micropropagation specialist. I have been in plant tissue culture and cell biology business for the last 45 years, and my PhD was in 1974 from Ohio State, and so that's about it. I have been involved in plant sciences for 5 decades now. I handle the research and development part at the Dry Creek Labs here, which is part of Duarte Nurseries. We try to oversee the introduction of new crops and develop some new varieties that have better quality, more resistance to diseases and biological stresses, and so develop new strains which are required by the industry.
Hi, I'm Michael Vietti. I'm the head grower here at Duarte Nursery, and I'm in my 9th season here with the Duarte family in this organization. Graduated in 1978 from California State University at Chico with a major in agriculture with an ornamental horticulture specialization. And so prior to coming here, I spent 26 years in the floriculture, greenhouse management of bedding plants and perennials and those kinds of crops. And then in 2004, I had the opportunity to come to work here at Duarte Nursery and have loved every minute of it since then. Here in the nursery business, it sounds pretty simple and straightforward, but there is a lot that really goes on. I mean, you have to be a plant pathologist, an entomologist, an agronomist, a soil scientist. All these things come into play. My job here as a head grower for Duarte Nursery is, if I was to sum it up in a nutshell, and by the way, that wasn't an intended pun there, is to make sure that something like this coming out of our tissue culture lab ends up being this product. In the case of a grapevine, that this becomes this. Now with that being said, it's really not all that simple. It takes a lot of people here to make these things happen. And first and foremost, my job is just to help to coordinate all those people to bring these skills together and to keep us all on task. One of the things about what we do here, you as our customer, is the product that you want, the format you want that in, and when you want that plant delivered to your field. So once we have that and everything starts into motion from that very beginning of that small plant, my job is to make sure that we stay on that task. And quite frankly, it's not that difficult because of the staff that we have here. We just got a great group of people, very knowledgeable about every little step, every little task that we do here. So in a lot of ways, my job is really fun because I get to really be in all parts and all facets of the nursery, from inside the greenhouses to outside to in the grafting rooms, you name it. It just, I think more than anybody else, I have that opportunity just to be really everywhere at all times.
My name is Selma. I am the sales manager here, and I'm also in charge of the front office management. And I've been working here for 7 years. I actually went to school for education, but when I started working here I was young and actually evolved into the position that I have right now. I am in charge of all the sales here at the nursery. That involves contracts, that involves phone calls, dealing with customers. And then I'm also the front office manager, so I'm dealing with our shipping department, our retail department, anything really that involves sales I'm involved with, as well as working with our production department to make sure that the orders that we have in actually get produced. I think that working for Duarte Nursery is definitely one of those places where you can really grow as an individual, as well as very professionally. It's a company that definitely gives you opportunities to do more, to expand your horizons and do different activities. I can definitely say that there's never a dull day working here at Duarte. There's always something different. The company is growing so much that definitely the potential for growth for myself and for other employees is there. And I think that's really exciting.
My name is Mike Schuber, and I'm the facilities manager, and been out here for about a year and a half. I graduated from Cal Poly in San Luis Obispo, and my degree is in industrial technology with emphasis in facilities management. Main task of the nursery is my crew and I, we handle all the mechanical issues out here in the nursery. We do all the repairs for the greenhouses, and the mechanical pumps, boilers, handle all the tractor repairs. Crew also handles any of the purchasing and receiving as far as what the nursery needs and supplies and goods and that sort of thing. The nice thing about the nursery is everybody is so easy to work for. I've worked with many different companies. I've been doing facilities for about 20 years. And I've never been with a crew and with a group of people that are so willing to help with problems that we've got. Anything comes up, 2 or 3 people are always willing to sit down and figure out what's going on. It doesn't matter what department they're in, doesn't matter where they work. If they see a problem, they're willing to sit down and help you out. You know, I've only been out here about a year and a half, so since I started, we've been doing a lot of construction going on. They've realized that it's time to get going, it's time to expand, especially in this economy. For a company to expand right now and to take off like they're doing, it's great. There's a lot of people getting jobs, there's a lot of people working, and it really helps out the economy as far as in the local community.
My name is Casey Petty. I'm the Duarte Nursery Construction and Special Projects Manager. I've been here for about 2.5 years. I've been in construction my whole life. My dad was in construction and my granddad was in construction. I went to school for construction. My main tasks are to lead the expansion at the nursery. That includes the irrigation, the power, and these greenhouses. I'm around agriculture and construction at the same time, so it's neat, it's fun. I've seen them think outside the bun a lot more since I've been here. I've seen them be dedicated towards their growth and towards the growth of the people around them. They pay attention to the types of cars people drive, make sure that the quality of life seems like it's where it ought to be, and I like that.
My name is Jesse Ortiz. I'm a tree production manager at Duarte Nursery. I'm been with the company 15 years, and I'm been 22 years in nursery business. I studied in Mexico, I finished college, but then I came to this country and I started working in the fields. I like this job because it gives you the opportunity to grow. I started as a regular employee, and I started climbing up as foreman, supervisor, and now I'm a manager. I currently manage over 120, 150 people. Our main task is receive the little plants from the acclimation and grow them in the greenhouses until they get size, they get big. We can put a bud and we can finish a tree in 5 to 6 months from the starting point. This is a good company. The people that work for us, they're happy to be here.
My name is Terry Lopez. My title of the company is a production manager. I've been working for the company since 1989.
My name is Francisco Cruz. I am working here for the last 18 years. I am the vine production manager.
What excites me to be working right here in Duarte Nursery, the most thing that excites me is everything that I've been learning for all through the years right here at the company. When I started since the bottom, the beginning, learning from grafting department, I've been seeing how the company has been growing on this time. I'm growing with the company thanks to the Duarte family to give me the opportunity to grow in the company.
This company gives all the people opportunities to grow. Everyone comes to work here, have the opportunity to give us more. If somebody has an idea, we have the opportunity to try that idea. Then they never say no. We have the opportunity to try. Every year we see something different and we try to do something different. The thing here, we have to do something better. All the time, something better, best. If we go down, it's not right. We have to go up. And we have the opportunity to do that here. When I start working here, it's just jump like a ladder. Every year we can be the next step. And here we have that opportunity. This is why I like to work here.
I'm the Quality Assurance Program Manager, and I've been at Duarte Nursery for 16 and a half years. I graduated from Cal Poly in San Luis Obispo in '96, and back then the degree was in fruit science. So we literally had classes going through orchards and pruning trees, learning how to propagate grapevines, graft walnuts in fields, everything that lends perfectly to what we're doing here at the nursery. My main task at the nursery is to develop a quality assurance program that covers all the materials that we bring into the nursery from our own fields, bring into the nursery from outside sources like research programs, California certification blocks or programs or universities, and even stuff that we grow from the lab or even into the greenhouse. To make sure all of that has a program that follows our high quality standards for disease resistance, making sure it's clean of disease before we even start using it. So therefore, at the very end, when we're turning hundreds of thousands and millions of plants yet out into California, Oregon, Arizona, various states, that we're making the plant material cleaner and we're therefore not spreading anything around the industry. The best thing about working here is the progressive attitude that the Duartes have as far as growth in projects, taking on new crops, new types of buildings we use, high-tech material. As far as hiring new people, they really go outside the box to find people that are capable and able to be trained and really bring us to new heights.
My name is Kendall Ash. I am the director of a new department here at the nursery called the Horticultural Research Department. We are tasked with trialing anything new that comes into the nursery, whether it be plant material, whether it be fertilizers, etc. We're also tasked with trialing and experimenting with different methodologies to make the nursery more efficient. So basically anything that's new that comes on the place that doesn't require a sterile technique, that's what comes to us for our trial purposes. Basically, my main task is to experiment with any type of new technology, new chemical, new methodology, and report back to Jeff Duarte, who can take that empirical data to make a very informed decision about whether we want to adopt that chemical, adopt that methodology, or adopt that type of technique in our nursery horticulture process. I have 3 collegiate degrees. I have a Bachelor of Science, a Master's of Science, and a PhD. I'm one of 3 PhDs that Duarte Nursery employs. My background really was in the animal genre of the scientific world. It wasn't in plants. I taught for 7 years at Cal State Sacramento as a assistant professor, and just basically got tired of academia and got interested in plants. And so I worked for 8 years at a commercial nursery, and then Duarte was looking for someone to start a research division of their greenhouse, not having to do with tissue culture because that was already up and started, but they were looking for a research division having to do with growing, planting, propagating. And so they hired me to fulfill that role, and our department is small, but it's growing.
Hi, my name is Vern Henley. I've been an employee with the nursery for about 18 years. I'm a field representative in Northern California.
John Ariano. I have been working here at Duarte Nursery for about 10 years now, and I'm a field representative for them.
I attended Modesto Junior College, did general studies, took some plant science classes, transferred to Stanislaus, majored in business. Grew up in the Houston area farming cling peaches with my family, and continue to farm now and represent the nursery with their products.
I graduated in 1996 from Fresno State University with a major in plant science with an emphasis in plant protection. I'm a licensed PCA and a graduate also from the California Ag Leadership Program, Class 35. I'm also a professional member of the ASCV, American Society of Enology and Viticulture. My main tasks are to meet with growers, analyze their needs, and help them decide what rootstocks and permanent crops would suit their field conditions. My main task here at the nursery is to sell as many vines and trees as I can possible, but I also enjoy working with our growers, helping them with preparation of their planting needs. The type of changes that I've seen has been actually quite a bit, from the technology you see from this older greenhouse that we're in right now to one of the newer ones that you'll probably see on your tour.
Definitely the biggest changes would be the product portfolio. We started off as mainly or primarily a wine grape nursery, and now we're doing so many different things.
Citrus, avocados, pistachios, kiwis.
And we're doing them all very well. We're leaders in the industry in everything we do.
The biggest change I've seen since working here at Duarte Nursery has been the growth. When I first started as director of the laboratory, I had 5 people that I was supervising. Currently, there's about 65 people working in the lab, and we are starting construction on a new building.
I started working here, it was 1 greenhouse and a half. Now we're up to, I don't even know how many, there's so many of them. I think it's been one of those growths where it's just unbelievable. We went from having a couple of hundred people all the way up to over 1,000 people.
Just our greenhouse space, anybody who's here to tour the nursery is going to see how much more greenhouse space we have, and we're not done.
New houses, new sections of benches. Just one single section of bench can hold up to 200,000 trees, or probably about 500,000 vines. So it's always constructing and constructing, so I don't think we're going to stop.
I think it's because of the introduction of new varieties, new crops, which are, kind of liked by the industry. It looks like, Duartes are getting more popular all around, wherever, fruit trees are grown.
I think globally, that means that they're willing to take someone else's experiences, which may be different from their own, and adopt those experiences if it works for this facility. They're able to look into the future instead of remain in the past.
The biggest change that I've seen in the nursery, and that affects the industry around us, is our commitment to the Clean Plant program. For a nursery or a company or a business to all of a sudden raise their hand and say, you know what, we don't think this material is as good as it can be. So therefore we're going to make changes. We're going to cost ourselves more money to do new orchards, new vineyards, new virgin land, better clean plant material in the soils, therefore better clean plant material back to our growers.
For those of you that are viewing this video, I want to thank you for being a part of our Friends Day and for being here. I don't know if you really know how much it means to us to be able to give people the sense of we are truly one team, one family here. That is our creed. We live by that. We believe it. The one thing that hasn't changed here is our desire to be the best at what we do.